Hi, and welcome to Crafty Fox Creations. I'm Shelly, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here and taking time out of your day to watch my videos. So I want to tell you what I've been doing today. Saturdays are usually my day. My husband and I go out and about and do things together. Luckily, he's the kind of husband that doesn't mind going to craft stores and different places. So today we went to a new fabric store. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put some, I think there are going to be some pictures in the beginning of this. You'll see. It was huge. It was like a warehouse, and they had fantastic prices. This place was in about an hour from my home. But anyway, um, I'm going to show you some of the things that I've finished. I'm going to show you some of the fabric that I picked up there. So let me grab that. I was talking to a nice lady while I was getting my fabric cut there, and I told her I was kind of a newbie to this. I told her, I had made masks in 2020, but that was all I'd done, and I hadn't done anything since then, and they weren't the best, but they worked. Um, and I told her that my grandmother used to be a seamstress and how much she wanted me to learn how to sew, and I just refused. And she said it was the same way with me. She said, and it's funny, I had no interest in it when I was younger, but now I do it all the time. Anyhow, so this is the fabric that I picked up there. Now I live in a rural area, and we love cows here. So if you can see that, I got it in two different backgrounds. I thought that was adorable. As she said, this is going in my stash. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but I'm going to put it in my stash. I picked up this pattern. The place was called Zinks, Zinks, and it was in a place called East Earl, Pennsylvania, if you have any idea where that's at. Some of you may know. I picked up this pattern. Yes, that's sunglasses. I thought maybe I could make some sunglasses cases out of that, but we'll get to that. And I really liked this. I'm not sure exactly why. It's I think it's gnomes. It's gnomes is what it is. Yes. It's gnomes. And I thought this was really cute. Again, this stuff is going in my stash because I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Okay. This I fell in love with. And I think this is going to be a book sleeve, and that's going to be the outside, and this is going to be the inside. Also, I picked this darker up. I mean, the darker will contrast it, but I don't know what I'm going to do just yet with that. And then the next thing I picked up was this. Now, with my daughter having gone with me the last time I went, she turned me more towards some earth tones. And I found this and I just loved it. I think this will be a fall project, and I think this one will go along with it. Okay. So, yeah, that's what I found there. I was very excited. Most of this was $4.99 to $5.99 a yard. Wasn't crazy. Okay. And I went to Home Goods in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Now, if you say Lancaster, you're from around here. If you say Lancaster, Pennsylvania, you're usually a tourist. So we call it Lancaster here. And I bought these. These are placemats. And I got 4 of them. Okay. Now I'm going to show you what I did with another one. But here's the finished product. I made a little clutch. It just has a snap. You open the snap and you can use it as a little clutch. Okay. So we're going to go over that. I'll show you how I made that. Then a few months ago, I was shopping at a Boscov's. Again, if you're from the Pennsylvania area, you know what a Boscov's is. It's more of a local store, but it's a department store. And I picked up these. These are these were placemats as well. They're quilted and they're nice and thick. And this is what the inside looked like. Okay. So what I did was I folded them in half and I sewed each side. And then I added handles. Isn't that cute? I think that's really cute. Now I'm thinking about putting a snap right here, but we'll see. So that's what I did there. Also, this one's not done, but I want to show you what I did. So this was also placemats that I found at Boscov's. And I used two of these placemats, one for the front, one for the back. And the inside, I used some of that fabric that I picked up from Goods the other day and made the interior. So I'm not done with that yet either, but I just thought I'd show you. Um, Here's some of the book sleeves that I made. These book sleeves are large. They'll fit a tablet. So I really like the cherry pattern, as you can see here in the next one. And then this is strawberries. You know, it's funny, strawberries seem to be in right now. And I love watermelon. So this is a book sleeve made out of the watermelon pattern. And I love this one. This is the one with the sunflowers, and the interior is dragonflies. Let me show you that real quick. Open the snap up. There we go. Yes. So that's kind of dragonfly. I really enjoyed that. So those are what I made. Right now, I'm going to show you. I went to a thrift store as well the other day, and I picked up. I don't know if I have the other one or not. Anyway, this is round. It's the same shape as these. Okay. But I liked the colors really stood out to me. This is the inside, this is the outside. Okay, so let me show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so what I did was I took the tag off if there's a tag, and then I just folded it up. And what I did, you can see, you can fold the sides, actually fold the sides first. And you'll want to try to make them even. You can measure them with a yardstick or a ruler or whatever you have, and then you just fold that up. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to sew. You're going to sew all the way down the side on each side. Okay. And then you can fold this down and put a little snap there or a button or whatever you want to put. So what we're going to do is we're going to sew this. Now, whoever it was that told me to, for thicker stuff, set my stitch to 3. I want to thank them very much. I appreciate that bit of advice. I appreciate all of your advice. Everybody has had really good advice, and I really, really appreciate it. Okay, so I put it on 3, and I'm just going to sew down each side. And then you can put a button or a snap. I'm not sure which I'm going to do with this yet. And also, you can add a little wristlet thing, but I'm thinking that if you only put a snap on this and you're carrying it sideways, things could fall out. So maybe you just want to put it under your arm as you walk. I don't know. This is a fun pattern. So let's get into this, and we're just going to sew down each side and see what we got here. Okay, guys. So I've started sewing down this side. I'm going slow. This is the thick part. I don't want to go too fast. Now I am going to back stitch here. I back stitched at the beginning. I'm going to back stitch at the end. Okay. Now these are upcycled things that we can do. Like I said, I bought this at a thrift shop here near my home for, I don't know. I got it for $1. I don't even know. Might have been less than that. Might have been 50 cents. But you just check. There's so many things that you can do with older items, give them a second life. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, I think I'm going to start on this side because, yeah, that's a lot of thickness right there. Okay, a lot of thickness right there. Okay. I'm going to back stitch. And I'm going to go right down through here. Ouch. Got to be careful where you put your fingers. That's the first time I've done that. Okay, come on. Okay, we are at the end. We're going to backstitch. Oh no. There we go. It doesn't like backstitching on this thick. Um, I don't want to force it, so let's see what we got going on here. Looks like we've got it done. We did get to the end. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this down, and I'm going to put I'm going to cut all the threads off. Make sure I get all that. And this is the back of it. I just thought that was such a really cute and fun pattern. So I'm going to fold it down. And what I'm going to do is probably iron this down a little bit so it stays down. And I'm going to put a snap right there. Okay, let me grab my snaps. Folded this down. And I think I'm going to put the snap about right there. And if that looks good, right there. Well, we could measure it. This little bag is about 12 inches, so yeah. So right about here. We're going to go down here. All right. I'm going to poke the hole through. We're going to put the snap in. Snap. And if you remember, I did a little video on how these work. It's not hard. Okay, so then I'm going to fold it over, and I'm going to have my handy dandy pen here. So again, this is my washable one. You just take a little wet cloth and wipe it off. And then where I dotted the blue, I'm going to put a hole. I'm going to put this away so I don't hurt myself again today. That was a silly mistake that I made. But I guess things happen, guys. Anyway, I'm so happy that you're here. I am happy that you are enjoying my channel. I'm enjoying having you. I'm enjoying making things. Now, this is a little tricky because you got so much fabric right here, but you can get it done. All right, so there. Now it snaps, and you can fold this down, and you have a cute little clutch. Here, let's come up here. So you have this cute little clutch. You can give it away, you can keep it, but there's nothing wrong with upcycling things. Okay, so that, like I said, this was an upcycle. These are brand new. These are not quite as thick as this one, but they're quilted and they're really cute. So also, I wanted to show you something else real quick. I'm working on this. Was a pillow sham, and I sewed. I took each end and I folded down, and I sewed across there. Okay, so that's the inside. That's the outside. Okay, so the inside is folded down on the outside. Okay, and what I'm thinking about doing is I just sewed up the side up to here. I didn't close these up. See the holes? So I'm thinking I can put some string through there and make it like a drawstring kind of bag, but I don't know yet. So I'll keep you up to date on that. But this is a pillow sham. So there's been a lot of fun things going on in here, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Um, I am going to be doing more stuff with the dish drying mats. I found some new fun ones, and I want to show you what's going on with those. So again, I'm happy that you're here. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much.